All right, here we go.
Episode 106, boys. Tone, Taz, I know I'm going to share the screen straight away today because I've had absolute shocker today, boys. My son, my beautiful 15-year-old son, thanked me personally in English over in Japan here as he finished in the top 8 in the Kyushu Taikai, which is a big regional sporting event. And his number, top 8 in 1,000 schools, Tone. How good is Joey Perry?
Absolutely. He done an absolutely sensational job. And, yeah, unfortunately, just couldn't quite get there today, which is sad, very sad.
But, Tone, don't worry about that. Obviously, Taz has tipped this in order. Number 8 into 2 into 12. Alfie into Chase to Ace into Stunner the Runner. It's only
Big.
SP's 201, Tone.
Unbelievable. Balls deep at 11. Taz, you cleaned up, big boy.
Alfie, you'd fucking know an Alfie or two, I reckon, being Greek.
Mate, I was on it. I was the only guy in Victoria that was on it. But now, Pezza, before we go into that, I just want to say with your son. Because I know you well enough, but seriously, this is one scenario where the genetic mutation has worked in your son's favour.
Yeah.
The mere fact that he hasn't taken your genes, the kid is a star.
Mate, I'm 168 on platform. That, if I'm wearing platform shoes, I'm about 168 centimeters. The kid's already 185. I just wish he had a bit more of my bulk, because then he would be a beast. But no, it was an amazing ride. Now it could have been over a month ago, Tone. If they lost one match a month ago, we would have finished up, and it would have been tears a month ago. But
that's right.
Finished up today, and it was very emotional, very emotional damage. I love that, Uncle Roger. I love that meme, emotional damage. Now, boys, we were sort of taking the piss there, mate, about Lewis German on a Purcell horse. But how the fuck does a horse win at 201 skins? Tone, can you explain
it? Victorian racing.
Wow.
Rigged. Absolutely rigged. Remember those 2 words? Fine cotton. Say no more.
Well, that wasn't Victorian.
That was Queensland, Tone.
I know, but it's the same thing. Rigged is the word. That's what I'm saying. Rigged. Rigged.
Yeah, how does it win? How does it win? It's at
I'll
2 starts.
Pezza, I can tell you how it wins.
Right.
Everything is legal unless it swabs. So if you don't get caught, you've done nothing wrong.
I mean, I'm going to be politically correct here and say Lewis SS was on it. And obviously...
I don't think that's politically correct, Tone.
Well, SS could mean anything.
It could.
What, Stuart? He's not a cricketer, Stuart
Sturridge. It's pretty amazing, Taz, that you know what Stuart Sturridge is. That's very funny.
The only reason Taz backed it because he backed the bloody field. We're not stupid, Pezza. We're not stupid.
Yeah, I think Taz put like 50 cents on every runner just to say that he backed the winner. Yeah, he's done it.
No, that's not true. Yeah, Pezza, I wouldn't put 50 cents on every runner because then that'd cost too much. I'd put 5.
Now,
all right.
Taz, Tone, lining up for just 3rd start. At very big odds on debut, a pre-race unit, pass fitted the barrier, ran last of 11 at Ballarat on the synthetic on the kitty litter, Tone.
The kitty litter.
And then last start, it was 17 lengths behind Magic Chloe at 81 skins. How has it reversed its form from last on the kitty litter and 17 lengths 6th? Tone.
I mean, not only should the jockey, should the horse be swabbed, so should the jockey and the stewards. It's all dodgy there.
Wow.
That's definitely dodgy, It's
bloody absolutely amazing. Bloody amazing, isn't it? Really. Anyway, boys, well done. Episode 116. Me and you, true to form, Saturday, put a line through us. Tassie, Oh my God, where angels fear to tread. Enchanted Heart.
I still can't believe it didn't win. And second to that, I still can't believe that both protests weren't upheld. So I thank you for putting up that the Stewards Vision on the page. So for all our followers, if they watched it, seriously, the second protest should have been upheld as well because I don't know. I just let's not talk about it because seriously, I mean, not only have I gone grayer as a result of it, I've nearly put on 5 kilos. I've had to eat comfort food because I was just so shattered.
I thought you might have lost
Terrible.
5 kilos because you didn't have any money for food.
No, there's still money for food. If not, I just steal it.
Right.
Yeah.
As I said, please like and subscribe to the video, Tone. Amazingly, we're up to 47 subscribers now. So we're still got 3 more to go to look at our results to see how great Taz is going. And man, you put line through us. But fair dinkum, Enchanted Heart. In the Facebook page, please find us on Facebook if you're watching this only on YouTube. Nippon Cowboy, there you go, big Girth Boy.
Girth Vader.
Girth Vader, Nippon Cowboy. Come over to the Facebook page and enjoy and enchant us there. But Jesus Christ, it was where angels fear to tread. I've used this quite a lot in the last few days, but J-Mac pushed it through and the horse wanted to get through too, but unfortunately Siege and
we got a little
Pez,
we got a little drift too. Like it went out to about $9 bucks.
Skins. Yeah.
And it was
went out
devastating.
From 650 at the 9 skins, so it was magical.
I did get the Quinella. I did get the Quinella in the end, so I got a little bit of a saving grace. But
after the protest,
once the protest got upheld, but got it.
Now, Tone, you can't be upset with Mimi's award. All the jockeys rode it.
I am. Josh Richards, it was a shit ride, still too far back. You know, it ran third, but I've got a new nickname for Josh Richards.
Oh.
Aspro.
Huh?
Aspro. Slow working dope. Because that's what he is. Like, wake up. Get with it. Yeah, this back and this back.
I was so scared. I was so scared. What you were going to say
then? Angry, big boy.
John's
angry. You got Mimi's award. It's out now. It's pelted. There's not one jockey in Australia who can ride that horse properly. And it's just, finished. Done. That's it.
Tone, I really thought you were going to say something else then.
Support the jockeys who are all shit.
Oh, there you go.
Tone, Pezza, Tone, you know how you're saying there's no jockey in Australia that could ride him? I think a couple of weeks back, there was a jockey that made a little bit of a comeback to ride with his grandson. And his name was Cyril Small.
Oh, I love Cyril Small.
I don't know how old you are, but maybe if you lost a few kilos, maybe you could come down and ride Mimi's Reward.
No.
Listen, fat boy, I'm not that big. I'm not on the Turkish delights and taquitos every day of the week, so go easy on the...
Hey, Tone, I reckon we should put a phone call into the western regions of Victoria, down near the Bull, and we get Shifty Neville Wilson back.
Well, he was a good rider.
Nifty Neville.
Should never be allowed on a racetrack in Australia.
What? You didn't like
Nifty Nev would have bloody rode it a lot better than Joshy Richards did the other day.
Yeah.
No, Joshy, I think Mimi, she's a back market, Tone, and at the Valley's probably not a track. But I reckon she ran pretty honest. She died in a run a bit, but she was an honest third, probably a couple of bucks a place.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run, but you know these.
Oh, he had to take off when he did.
Intellectually challenged people.
Hey, what was it again? The Aspro Clear.
Aspro, slow working dope.
Perfect.
You know that they're just not quite with it. You know, if he had electricity for brains, he'd be a walking black.
I reckon Taz gets all the jockeys that are like the fucking Schweppervescents then. Like they're all fucking bubbly and good, you know. The Schweppervescence time. We're getting the Aspro Clears.
I'm getting the Shandons, mate. The Champers.
Oh,
golly.
Scorched earth, Jessica Eaton feeding, and one of the worst rides I've ever seen on this horse. I've never seen it actually further back than 3 pairs, Tone. And this horse was second last coming around a corner. And old Tassie's, who was it, Taz? The bloody
Mr. Exclusive.
Mr. Exclusive just ran past it like it was standing still. Because I think Scorched Earth was like confused, going, geez, usually I'm fucking up the front there.
But
usually I'm up there. I'm never usually back here.
Pezza, are they looking for a new trainer?
No, it wasn't. It was actually JP Maloney's the trainer. My old man got on me and goes, "You're full of shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." But it was an absolute shocker, and Scorched Earth is a lot better horse than what it gave us the other day. But for me personally, if I was speed mapping the race tone, if I was putting a speed map out, it actually jumps and goes to the front, or it's one out the leader. But this thing was like 3 pairs like last. So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like
maybe the jockey suffered from altitude sickness.
Aspro Clear.
The midget on the top has just lost it.
No,
this horse leads, or it's usually 1 or 2 pairs back. It's never far away from the pace. So I've got no idea what she was thinking. I'll take my medicine and let it run home, like, because the horse was completely confused, going, shit. So I reckon be careful next start with Scorched Earth, because I reckon if a fucking fair dinkum jock gets on and actually rides it like it should, like fucking like a hell out of a fucking cat, fucking bat gate, dog off a fucking gut wagon, whatever you say, Tom. Stinker dog off a gut wagon. That
gut wagon.
Do you reckon that they might be looking for a mile this prep though?
No way. No. I don't reckon it would even hit the 1400, which they were trying to do the Magic Millions. But I don't know what they were doing, mate. Over 1,050, obviously it wasn't far enough, but obviously it was too far because it was so plain.
Yeah.
Barney's the Aguilar had a heart attack zone, so load up next up.
Oh, get on next up, big boy. That's it.
Yeah, Barney was big. He came 4th in a field of 4 tone.
Oh, Tommy Berry, get in there. That's
He's still weighed in.
He pulls him up.
Mm.
Yeah.
He weighed in though, Pezza. Unlike Scorched Earth, he still weighed in.
Now, Tone, I just want to say one more thing about Taz. Last week he spent about fucking an hour and a half on his quaddy leg. How'd he go?
Oh, shocker.
Hey. Shocker.
Hang on.
I think he got second and third. Hang on. Second and third.
In my defense, right? If you'd have let me keep talking, I would have found the winner. Okay? So I put that, not finding that $40 winner, down to you. All right? You run the show. Okay? You cut me short. I was ready to that was my next one in. That was my next one in.
Taz, last week you were in more trouble than a couple of fat boys at the Cannibals cook-off.
I was the one that's being cooked.
Can you say fat boy now? I don't know. We should ask the faulty familiar. Please leave it in the comments. Can you say fat boy? I'm not sure.
Or do I say 2 rotund persons?
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes. Let's use euphemisms, Tone. Euphemisms, please. Nothing direct. Big boned.
No. You know what I am?
Healthy.
I'm not fat.
Healthy.
Pezza, I'm not fat and I'm not big boned. I'm a great body out of condition.
Right.
See, that's too good for me and Tone. We're English teachers. We don't know how to speak like that.
No, that's way out of our league.
Yeah.
So is that another lesson you want? I could fill up a day with you guys. You know, we could do 6 periods. We could do English, how to talk English, how to back horses, how to actually work out your winnings. So we can do the accounting side of it as well. So when my tips win, all right, we can also do the accounting. I can teach you how to add tip prices.
Can you teach us how to take
SP,
out the
all
deductions, Taz?
Okay. Can you teach us how to take out deductions from tip prices?
Yeah, I could do that. So that's 3 lessons I've got. It's half a day.
A bit of a clip there for old magical Mr. Worldwide.
No,
himself.
not at all. No. This is about educating you two fellas.
I think Tone needs lessons because, as Confucius said when he was 95 years old, Tone, the day you stop learning is the day you die.
Yes.
I'll never die. Only the good die young. I'll live forever. Yeah, so.
What was the fucking horse? What the jockeys called Old Aspro? Why were they called Aspro, Tone?
Slow working dope. Yeah.
I love it. That's better. Call them Aspros because no one will know what you're talking about.
Aspros.
If you call them oxygen bandits and fucking, special needs and all these words that rhyme with wastics, we're going to get in trouble. But if you go, you old Aspro, no one will have a clue, mate. I like the code words, Tone. I like it.
The code words. The code
Yeah,
words.
Aspro.
Aspro.
Can you get them there in Japan?
No.
No,
Mate,
you.
I used
Jeez,
to
that's
I used to nearly snort Aspro Clears. I used to love them, Tone. What was
Right,
that
yeah.
shit? Hey, Tone, what was that shit you used to put in the fucking, it was like, you put them in a glass of water if you had a crook guts or something, and it used to be all fizzy.
Oh, yeah, I
Started
forgot
with
names.
S, started with
Eno.
S.
Eno. Was it
No,
Eno?
no. It was like a tin Tone, and it had a foil top.
Oh, yes.
And then you put a big
yeah.
spoonful in of water and it all fizz up and you drink it. It's like lemony.
Oh, great stuff.
Cell Vital.
That's it.
There
Beautiful.
it is. Fuck,
I've
I
never
used to
had that.
really
Guts in
snort
10
that shit,
seconds.
Tone.
All
Cell
good.
Vital. Do you know that, Taz?
Never, ever, ever have I had that.
Hey,
Ever.
go do yourself a favor, brother. Go to Coles or Woolies, whatever it is, whatever is on special. It's probably worth about $100 a tin now, Tone, but get a fucking tub of Cell Vital, put in a beautiful icy gold glass of water and just fizz it up and just scull it, mate.
What does it taste like?
Oh,
Is it like a
fucking
cordial or?
heaven. Like, you know, the Aspro Clear is a slow dope or whatever. Cell
Yeah.
Vital is just fucking effervescence. Bang.
I'm
Bang.
very surprised. I'll have to have a look at it. You
Cell
reckon it's good
Vital.
for crook gut? So it's good for crook guts.
Good,
If you
good
go
for
back in
anything.
time, Taz, and you look and if you go back in time and you look at the old solo slam down a solo ad.
Oh, yeah.
you
Well, I love
what it's
those.
I love the
slam that
solo,
stuff
yeah.
down and,
Yeah, can't.
you know,
Yeah. I tell
Can't
you know
beat
what
the
I got in the
solo.
fridge.
11.
I
you
tell you
know?
what I got in the fridge today.
Oh.
A creamy soda.
What was
Hey?
that? Oh, what was the creamy soda? What was the old, not sarsaparilla? My brother used to like that. It was fucking rancid
Nah.
shit. That
Oh, Fly
Um,
Tox, that was huge for
creamy soda was
John.
good. Passiona.
Yeah, they're still around.
I like the
creamy
old
soda's the
Schweppes
best.
Bitter Lemon. That's one of my
Oh,
favourites.
yeah. There we go. Anyway, Doomman, race 2, number 4. We're all so vitally happy. Race 2, number 4, without thinking. 4 out of 7. Should be 4.5 out of 7 there, Tassie. Back to Brisbane without thinking.
Look, I mean, this one goes out to a lot of this goes out to all the whole Pulte family, but to everyone that has a punt, because sometimes the best way of doing it is without thinking. You've got to use your instinct.
Right.
So when you overthink your selections,
Yep.
right, you keep looking at and looking at and looking. No, do it without thinking. And that's what we've gone.
I think this is a page from Tone's form book.
It is. Well, no, I'll tell you what. This thing here, last start winner over 1,800. It is stepping up into 2,000. I do love the jockey. Now, the interesting thing with
Jimmy Orman
is there's one down the bottom that Waller's got us in this race.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to start second pick. I don't know what its name is, but he's got Samantha Collett on it.
Ooh.
And I had a good look and I was weighing up which two, but I thought, hang on, Jimmy the Money Man Orman not riding for Waller. Well, that says enough.
He knows boats.
Well, the other thing I looked at this, whilst the track at the moment is a soft 5, if it deteriorates, it doesn't look like it's got any wet form. But if you go back, I mean, this is a horse that likes to get over ground. So when you look at the 5 starts for 0 in the heavy, in case it does deteriorate, of course it's not going to show anything when it's running over 1,000 metres in the heavy because it's not its prime distance. So for me, I'm not scared whether it's heavy again or whether it's a slow track. It's drawn the middle gate, should get out, jump midfield. Jimmy Orman can just watch them, and halfway down the straight, you'll just find the opening and just let it go. So don't do too much thinking. Go without thinking and get on a winner.
Tone, I think I fell asleep about 3 minutes ago. What do you reckon?
Jay Orman, without thinking, brings to mind John Keogh wrote a book called Mind Power. Get on. Get on.
See?
Wow, Tone. Now you're
There you go, a
quoting
bit of
from authors.
philosophical information
Yeah,
there.
you're no
for all
Aspro
our,
clear tonight, big boy.
Aspro, slow working dopes. They're on.
All right. Now we should tell the Polty familiar, all 20 of you guys who watch this, and please go make yourself a cup of tea or something, or skip to after this, because unfortunately Taz has lost the last 2 quaddie legs in a row, and we've all won it. So we can't change the order. So Taz is first again, which means we're going to waste. I don't know how long time. What do you reckon? We should make a form book on this.
How long do you want? Do you want to put a stop clock on me?
15 minutes to 2.
Do you want to get the stopwatch out?
He's wings odds to go 7. He's like $1.04, mate, to go fucking 7 minutes. So
listen, if I go, do you want me to go 7? Do you want me to go 6? You tell me. I'm happy to do whatever you want.
Tone, we're getting away from Melbourne. We're getting away.
Yeah.
We're off to Sydney. Barney loves Sydney, especially around the end of February into March, which obviously is a great celebration for
it's a colourful time.
LGBTQT fans on Polty. So good on you, Jace. Thanks, mate. Are we ever going to win a quaddie again? Another one. Exactly. DJ Caleb doesn't think so. Remember we had old Lukey Mullen in our Flamingo, though? We love Luke. Fucking low. And then we had the great man himself, Ando. And then we had the captain. I reckon the captain Barney should be doing the quaddie himself. Put a line through all of us. Except Tone goes all right.
Pezza, I've got an idea.
Oh no.
Just a little one.
But this is a party of 7 minutes. I think people have taken the 7 minutes.
No, but because we had 3 blokes. If we don't get the quaddie this week, all right, and Barney misses out because I reckon he's due to miss out. Right,
Barney's up to his 7th week.
Yeah, he's due. He's due to miss out. It's pretty tough. I've had a look. If he gets this one, he's a legend. It's pretty hard. But you know what? You could use Luke, Ando, Woodsy, and Barney to put in a quaddie themselves, and we could just show up and say, "Hey, here's the losers quaddie versus the losers quaddie. Pick a losing quaddie."
Oh, I like it. I honestly like it, because
it's quite a good idea, actually. Yeah.
I like the idea of that. Or I don't mind the idea of Barney and just the captain doing it.
That's okay. That's fine. Whatever it is. But anyway, I'm just saying, because it can be one group of losers versus another group. And that means we're giving people options, and they can lose twice as much.
Perfect.
Ready?
Now, before anyone fucking has a crack at me, it's been a very emotional day for me over here, because my son's just finished his junior high school baseball career after 3 years of fucking Ubering this prick around every fucking day of the week. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it's race 7, 8, 9, and 10 in Sydney. And if it's not, I apologise. But I think we got it right. Taz, take us away, brother.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, shit. Tone.
First one, Lord Ardmore. Progressive, racing well, deserves to be favourite. Won a benchmark 58 with 59 kilos. And it comes into this dropping down to 55.5. So I reckon it's a great chance, even though, it's a little bit higher up in class. Now, that said, Francesco Guardi, or Guardi, however you want to pronounce it, the Italian horse that wants to be Greek, because if you put an S on the end of the name, Guardis, so it's Greek.
I like the idea of the S.
Hey?
Good idea.
That's it. Okay. Well, anyway, it's got form behind Lord Ardmore. They sort of come in on similar weights. If anything, it's still half a kilo behind. They're both Waller trained, so could it be a Walla Quinella there? So 6'8". Maruffy is the 9, which is Grey Ferry. Before it actually started this prep, it had some really good trial form. And then it's had one run where it first up was okay. Second run was just write it off. I just think it's the knockout chance.
I like it. Like those colours. Those colours are very good, Tone. They usually win once a week.
Well, hopefully it hasn't won this week. But look, that's my knockout chance. And down the bottom, number 12, or towards the bottom, number 12, that Alcyone, it's been, I think it's come back really, really well. The way that it won first up, I know it is stepping up in distance, but it's 1 second up before, and it's actually getting into a more suitable distance range for it. Reece Jones claims on it as well. And I'm actually quite surprised it isn't the favourite. So Yeah, 6, 8, 9, 12 for me.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
I'm done.
I was
Hang on.
thinking Arafo at the top because we've all got a 1. If you got
Yeah.
money, put the 1 in because we all want the ones to win in the next 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. Imagine that, Tone, having that for $1.
All right.
Yes,
So do
there
you
is
want me to
a
go 5?
danger in
You're saying I can go
that
5?
race there.
No.
There is a danger.
Yeah. What
There
about
is a
what
danger.
about Magical Mardo and Tones number 13 there, big boy, Tassie?
Oh, I know. I'm
Mate.
worried about that. Marta will be all over that like white on rice for sure.
I don't think it's come up. I don't think.
Tone and the Magical Man, they love Yee.
I would not back it with stolen money. No,
Oh,
no, absolutely not. No.
All
Not
right,
for me.
thanks, Taz. That was great. I was a bit
Well
nervous.
done,
You
Taz.
seemed a bit nervous though because you're a bit under the time pressure. Maybe you took the fucking under 7s at about $16.
I mean, I can keep going. No, like the number 2, that what's it called, Realm of Flowers or whatever. How good was its form before it started to get into the blue chip races last year? Could you imagine if it comes back and shows a little bit?
I tell you what, if fucking Con the fucking fruit or whatever you Greek prick say, are we allowed to say prick, Tone?
Yes,
We can.
probably.
Well, if I find out on our form book that you're paying $1.04 for 7 minutes plus, and then old Constantopoulos is on the unders at 4 minutes, paying like fucking 32 to 1. I know who it is.
Me.
Yes, you.
Well, Realm of Flowers makes me think of Taz.
Oh,
Why?
Thank you,
WWF. Abdul the Butcher. He's on there. Abdul, Ed Bala, that bloody clothhead. He's on.
Hey, Tone. Pezza, I've got 1, 3, 10, and 12. I love Count the Rupee. Should have won last year at about 20 skins. Should have been a Pezza's push win, and I might have been in the black. The 3, Forbidden Love. If it comes back with any form last start, it'll absolutely brain this lot because it's too good for everybody.
Yep.
I'm on Bellucci Babe because I love the Kiwi Swede. And when J-Mac rides for the Kiwi Swede, something smells funny. And Bellucci Babe and Forbidden Love were running in the same race as last prep. So they're all fresh up. This is a great race. And of course, I can't leave out the Ghost, Enchanted Heart. It went with Angels Fear to Tread. It should have won last start. If Timmy Clark gives it an even ride from barrier 8, it's going to be there when the whips are cracking at around 23 skins. But if you're going to go a bit shorter, go the 1 and the 3. But throw in the 10 and the 12 if you've got a bit of corn.
You don't fancy Pezza. I nearly made my Fister Bellucci Babe. I mean, its first up form is impeccable. Impeccable. And you reckon just the 1 and the 3.
And track and distance is really, really good too for the Bellucci. And she's drawn in 3. She's drawn perfectly. And I know Tone loves a bit of Wunderbar, but bad luck, Tone.
Once again, buddy, Abdul the Butcher, easiest leg of the quaddie, second leg's in.
Perfect.
Poultry viewers, Fraser viewers, we're back.
Can you hear that? No.
Turn it up a little bit.
Oh, shit. We're running out of time, Tone.
I love his attire, by the way.
Big swinger.
Poultry viewers, Fraser viewers, we're back again. About week 7.
Oh, I haven't shared it, have I? I'm losing it, Tone. And we're running out of time too, Tone.
Are you all right, Pezza? Do you need some tissues?
Fuck.
You look a bit emotional and you're losing.
Poultry viewers, Fraser viewers, we're back again. About week 7 for me. The boys have made a switch this week from Melbourne. We've gone up to Sydney. And hopefully we get a bit of luck because Pezza's got nothing. So good old Sully carrying everyone, and Tone's still being Tone. He's always there and up and about and full of positive thoughts. They give me the 3rd leg again. As you can see, I'm stuck at work, so I'll quick.
I think we should call Barney fucking Aspero after this.
You had a perusal I like. I'm going to start off with the toppy, Bold Mac. I was looking for a hat trick. Won by nose over 1,400. This is over 16. We'll see what happens there. That's the first one. Second one, number 5, First Light. Switch from Melbourne to Sydney for a nice improvement. Watch it run from the inside. I think that'll be around the end as well. Next one, 2, Contributing Factor. All the money's going off this at the moment. Won its last start over 1,300. I don't know if 16 is going to help it, but go where the money is. You never know. I've gone for a roughie, bit of a roughie. Number 3, Silent Agenda. I think this suits it. Had a mediocre last start. Run, like a busted ass, like Pezza trying to do the 100 metres. I'm quite all right. I've left the 6 out, Casino Kid. I always back casinos because I work in the casino. Like Pez and Tasula, you have once before. So what's that? It's looking to improve. Everyone's interested in the progress of the Casino Kid. So what's that? And for a bet this week, also I like down in Melbourne. We're back to before Squid Game. It was a good win over 1,000 last time, and I think this trip suits it even better. That's race 9, number 7. A roughie in the same race. I do love a Z horse. Watch out for Zipping Boy at about 26 to 1. So that should be, I reckon, up around the end there too. But I think Squid Game wins that. I hope we all get our bets up for once, just for once. Make everyone's Christmas early. Let's get a quarter here. By the time it gets to my leg, it's normally over. So, all right, boys. Happy punting. All the Polty viewers, back a winner. All right, Uru.
Oh, fuck.
Well done, Jace.
Fucking.
Pezza, he's put in Casino Kid. Has he put it in his selections or just made mention of it?
No, he usually backs it. One of our mates actually
I know.
owns it from Geelong, so we
I
always
reckon it's
have
a
couple
huge
bucks on it.
chance.
Mm.
Pezza, it ran 4th first up,
Mm.
and then it's had 3 weeks in between runs. It's stepping up in distance. I reckon it's a huge chance.
I'd just like to say that I've actually Squid Game was a Pez's push when it came third in its first up prep. So well done, Barney, for piggybacking again. And he likes Zipping Boy, the Z horse in the same race. Good on you, Barney's bedazzled. He's got 1, 2, 3, and 5. And remember, Casino Kid around 14 skins. Not too bad. Now, Tony, got 1, 2, 7, 11. I just want to let you know, Tony, we've got 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go.
What?
Okay, number 1, Relucent, J-Mac on board, a jockey who actually tries to win on races. 2 placings, 3 run. It's had 3 runs in, 2 placings, 550. I think, well worth the coin there.
Perfect.
Zardik on Zardik here with Gibbons on board, claiming 3. Good win last start. It led throughout at Randwick. We've got Alloway. Huh?
You got Jolay or something, the 2. 1, 2, 7, 11. You got, big boy.
Hey?
Oh, he's looked at the wrong race.
Oh, no.
Holy shit. Okay, no. All right, I'll go with that. I think that's what it is. I've just wrote down the wrong thing. Glittery, Hugh Bowman, which is one of the biggest crooks in the game, is actually on the favourite in this. Good win last start, but look, I wouldn't trust him. He's coming out of barrier 16, but probably you never know with Big U. He's,
3 minutes to go, Tone.
Gel Lay, $6. J-Mac, one of the best jockeys in Sydney, running around, and he doesn't pull them up. The 7, you've got Lady Brooks, Sam Clipperton, $8.50. Good win last start, in with a chance. And I've thrown in the 11, which is Sunrise Route. We all love Ruby horses.
Absolutely.
Timmy Clark on board, $5.50. Coming out of barrier 10, my favourite barrier. I think that's the winner in this, actually.
It's a tough race, Tone. If we're alive into the last and you give us 4 chances, I'll take it because, Air to Air's not a bad horse. Lady Banter's coming down from Queensland.
It's horrible race.
It's a horrible race. Horrible race. Well done, mate. I like it. 1, 2, 7, 11. I like it. 25.60 gets 10%. Now, Tone, straight into it. Zoltan, race 8, number 8.
Zoltan, Z horse, race 8, number 8. We all love an 8. Chinese love an 8. Linda Meach, everybody loves a pressed ham sandwich on their horse because they ride them fucking properly. And she'll be coming home faster than a fat boy, and I promise. Linda Meach just wins this. Coming out of barrier 8, $6.50, all good.
Barney's old man's tipped us into this
yeah,
couple of
good-
weeks ago,
good
and then we had it in the
yeah.
20, and then Barney was
got
on it. And hopefully, you got it
Scratch
right.
last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Get on.
Pez has found one for us, but well, you don't really care what I think. But Sunrise Ruby, I'm with you, Tone. I reckon its last 200 last week was, or 2 weeks ago, was absolutely amazing. The fastest 200 of the day. I think if Timmy Clark takes his, he usually rides the front run, a little bit like Linda Meach, but I reckon if he takes his medicine and lets it unload, it's not up in class. It's in the same class of race. I reckon it's really progressive, this horse. They've kept time with it. I really, really like it because it's a back marker. 10 doesn't matter. I just hope Timmy Clark can ride a back marker because if he can, if he lets it go, because he rode it last start, the fastest 200 of the day, we'll be beating this lot, mate. Don't you worry about that, big boy.
Absolutely. Sunrise Ruby.
The clock never lies, Tone.
That's right. That's
And
right.
I've got a Black Booker as well, Prize Jaw. Now, this absolutely trolled the house down before its first ride. It was a Pez's push way back when. It's at Newcastle. Don't know the price. It's not in the top 4 tipped. It's actually trialled a lot quieter than usually, but Mitchie Freedom knows how to, Friedman knows how to get him going. And this horse is bred too well to be slow. So, boys, we're about 120 something skins, I think, 125 skins for our all up. And then if you conclude Barney at around 650 for Squid Game, stealing money. Boys, we've got about 20 seconds. Love you.
All good.
There's a horse.
Perfect.
There's a horse in Melbourne in the last race, I think it is, or the latter races. David Hayes hasn't run for about 2 years. It's the one I said it trialled really well. It's a French horse, raced in Sha-Ting in Honkers, first up for 2 years with.
And you can imagine that we ran out of time, but I tried to warn the boys, but nobody listens to old Yapper Man himself. And as I said, Sunshine Ruby, I love a Ruby horse because it reminds me of a Rose horse. And we all love our favourite Rosie, Tone. How's she going,
Yeah,
mate?
we do. Yep. I haven't heard from her a bit. I have to give her a catch up with her, but we definitely throw all our thoughts and wishes out there to her and hope she's doing okay. But
Yeah,
we'll catch
I know,
up and
Rose,
see how she
you're
goes.
a bit tough, darling, but we love you. And thanks
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
all your mail. And hopefully old Ruby Rose or Sunshine Ruby gets up for us in the last for me and Tone. Because if we're alive and old Ruby comes down the outside, we'll be cheering for you as well as for Sunshine Ruby in the last. Now, Taz was all up and about some fucking horse that's raced in Sha-Tin and hasn't raced for 2 years. And David's given it to the boys in Benny and Dave and Hayes and Taz. You know what it is?
It's race 9, number 1. I can't
Yes.
pronounce its name.
It's
but
called
I just think it's a big watch.
Paz Malucho.
Yeah, well, it's a like
15
I think it
skins.
was raced in France, and then it went over to Honkers into your part of the town. And I think it had 3 runs there.
Yep.
And then it's been off the scene for 2 years.
Mate,
Maybe even 3.
it's won a trial over 850 at Chutura. So it's over the 1100 against Squid Game, Barney's Tip and Zipping Boy at around 27 skins. But it's a tough race. I reckon it might be primed for a bit of a forward showing because obviously on quality it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a look at the trial, and the trial was good. I just think that you don't have a horse that's been racing in Europe that goes to Sha-Tin, that has 2 years off, that goes to a big name stable. Either you're throwing money away because you're stupid, or the horse has got ability and it's being set up for something. So I'm just going to be really watching it. You know, do I have a bet on it? Maybe.
Obviously, it's got ability because they would have shot it or fucking, they would have put dog food or something, wouldn't they, Tone?
Absolutely.
But obviously can run because it was sold to Honkers.
Yeah. And I know that you've made the shout out to Rosie, which is fantastic. So, absolutely. But I reckon there'll be one in a Chocky Wheel that could be dedicated to her specifically. Little bit of a Rose type horse.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I love myself a Rose horse. And I tell you what, there's a couple of ghosts of mine coming over. There's one coming over to Melbourne and Flemington, I think race 6, and cash and checks at around 12, 13 skins.
Oh,
Absolutely
I saw
brained
it
them the
there.
last two starts too. Brained them in Adelaide. So they're chasing a bit of Melbourne coin. And Flemington's not a real good meeting, actually. It's not great. Randwick really takes over at the moment, Tone. So cash and checks, you might be onto something there. You might be.
I have got a special running round at Randwick on Saturday.
Oh, really?
But it's a double bogey. Don't back it.
Oh,
One, because the worst jockey in Australia is on it.
Tommy Berry.
Exactly. And
Yep.
what's it called? What's it called?
Big Boy Roy.
Fingers.
Hey?
Cotton fingers.
Cotton fingers.
Oh,
Why don't you
yeah.
like
Oh,
cotton fingers, mate?
Cotton fingers. Ran about 10 skins. It's in race 4. Race 4 at Randwick.
So get on.
Get on. But like I said, 30 Tommy's on. That sort of puts me off a bit. But cotton fingers, the Civil War and all that sort of thing. I'm not going to go into semantics and specifics. But cotton fingers.
I wish
could
you
be the
would
go.
sometimes go into specifics, Tone, because obviously we'll have to Google cotton fingers now.
Do you reckon,
It was a winner at Canterbury, and it's been placed in all other outings this prep, so it could threaten. But once again, you've got an Aspro on board, slow working dope. That sort of puts me off a bit,
What's,
Pick
No.
that
what's cotton
master.
fingers mean in the Civil War? I don't know what it means. What does it
Tone,
mean?
you know what the worst thing that could possibly happen this weekend, right now, the worst thing
They banned
would
the
be
races.
that if Cotton Fingers won and Zoltan didn't. That would be the
you've
worst thing that
always
could
got to
happen.
go to that
Don't mention
side,
the
haven't
war.
you?
Don't
Good
mention
on
the
ya.
Civil War.
No, but when you go out and you give us another horse, alarm bells go off. So I'm thinking, shit, hang on a tick. I'm going to have to look into that one as well now. And then you've just talked me into it.
Oh no, why did I Google cotton fingers Civil War? Shit.
What did you find?
Oh fuck.
There we go. But like I said, 30 Tommy's
Oh.
on board. I'm not going to back it,
Oh,
but it'll probably win. So,
the Polty Familiar, please don't think that's a representation of our show. Please
No.
don't Google
no, we're
Cotton Fingers
talking
and
about
Civil War, please.
history here.
I know.
History. And Tommy's on board, slow working dope. So, but, could get up. Who knows?
Am I going to have to
Oh,
Google it when I get off
Zoltan
here?
is a
No, don't. Just think about it for a second.
I've already thought what I think,
Right.
but
Well, that's
is
it.
that what I'm thinking?
Yes.
You need a haircut. Yes.
Well, I do need a haircut. If both you blokes bloody tip a winner, I'll get one. Seriously,
Sunshine Ruby, mate.
I'm going to start coming onto the show with a headband next week.
John McEnroe style. Andre Agassi.
Yeah. I'm going to need to. I mean, look,
All right, here we go. Thanks, boys. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for coming back, Taz, because you couldn't remember the name of that horse. And very emotional day, Tone, too. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah. Been a tough one. Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Good luck. I hope we all line up.
absolutely. Cheers,
Yep.
fellas. Thank you.
Thanks, Barney.
See you.
Good on you, mate. Yeah.
Good, one.
fucking
Good on
good.
you, Barney. You're a champion.
On-
You're a legend.
You're an Aspro too, Barney.
But,
No, you're not, Barney.
We know you wouldn't work on an iron lung.
You
but,
know, Cell Vital, Tone.
Don't
Barney.
believe him, Barney. I've got your back, even if I'm bending you over. It's all good.
All right, see you, boys.
See you,
Yes.
mate.
No,
All
mate.
right.